This is Anthony Biondo reporting for MMA Sportsnet. We're here in Atlantic City at the Taj Mahal for the pre-fight coverage of the Ring of Combat. The Ring of Combat is the main event of a weekend event called the MMA Extravaganza or the MMA Expo. And that's where some of the top vendors in the MMA world come together to display their goods and services. We hope you enjoy the event.
Tear it down now!
I'm here with Chuck Zito and Shonie Carter. I'll tell you what, this gives new meaning to the dynamic duo. I would love to go out on the town with these two guys. I know them personally, and I've actually spent some time out with both of them, but I don't think we've all went out together. I think it would be a crazy, crazy trip. Now, Chuck, you have a new gym facility that you've opened just recently. Is that correct?
Yes, in Pelham Manor, New York, called the Chuck Zito Street Survival School.
That's very interesting. What exactly are you doing at the facility?
I teach boxing, Brazilian, Japanese jiu-jitsu, judo, karate, kung fu, and Muay Thai.
How about a little Italian street fighting? We got any of that going on?
We always do that.
We always got a little. That comes from the heart. That just happens. There's no really rule book for that, right?
Yeah. But we're having a good time. We're open almost 5 months now, and we got some good students so far, and we're getting there.
Well, maybe we can get Shonie down there for a little seminar, right, Shonie?
I would love to. I would love to. I'm all about doing seminars and learning from the guys who pioneered the whole fight industry. It's a passing of information to the young ones, from the older ones that have been there, that paved the way.
Well, Shonie, I hate to say it, but you're one that paved the way, okay?
Don't. Okay, I'm a pioneer in training because I can still run under a 7-minute mile.
And I'm sure you're still pretty good at that spinning back fist.
Yes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to reintroduce the world to my wrestling and my jiu-jitsu. I just threw a spinning back fist. As you see, I shattered my hand in 6 places. So I'm going to reintroduce the world to the Greco-Roman judo, Japanese jiu-jitsu side of Shonie. Because I think that a lot of people get it mixed up because they see all the punching and kicking and they don't understand that, Juji Katame, Mamoto Dojime, Sode Sakanko Jime is a part of my resume.
Wow, I'll tell you, Shonie, man, many things may change, but not your poetic style. You know what? There's one thing that a lot of people may not know about Shonie. Shonie was in the Marine Corps.
Hoorah, 0331, 0811 for 6 wonderful years. And
yeah, Shonie was in the Marine Corps, and Shonie, you have a pretty extensive educational background too.
Yes, I actually started off in art school after the U.S. Marines, and I saw that, and I was so proud to see that. And when I tell people that I'm not just a fancy suit and a big hat with a big giant belt buckle, they're like, "What? You're a black belt?" I said, "Yes, I earned my black belts in Japan."
Wow, that's impressive. What we're gonna, Joe Louis? Well, we have Joe Louis over here. Joe Louis. Joe.
Who was mentioned in Marine Corps there? Look at that. See, where's your pen? You got to have something on you, a coin, something. Yeah, see there, once a Marine, always a Marine. When you get that oath, there's no expiration on that oath. Remember that, see it? See it?
Flying sidekick right here. Voted #1.
Oh, is this an interview?
Yeah, it's
Oh, is that a microphone?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow.
Can you try that flying sidekick out on Shonie when he's not looking?
It hurts. I've seen the footage. No, I'm a welterweight going middleweight. These are light heavyweights, cruisers, and
You know what Chuck said to me when Chuck saw him earlier? He says, Joe, is it Halloween today?
right out of my closet, ladies and gentlemen, right out of my Stacey Adams enhanced closet.
Well, what I'm looking to do is, now that Chuck has his school open, and I know that I've seen seminars that you do, they're excellent, maybe we could get you guys together for a seminar, and then you know what? We're all going to have to go out to dinner, and we take Joe Louis with us, and we show him what Manhattan... Chuck and I can show you what Manhattan's really like. Right, Joe? All right, Chuck?
Not too many people have his record either.
He's truly... That's why I said. He paved the way. He truly is a legend.
In between 2 legends there.
That's very true. Very true.
2 legends.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, I want to thank you for the interview. It's a pleasure to see everybody well and in good health. and that business is moving forward as usual. And like I said, when you guys get together and he comes into New York, Chuck, please let me know and we'll get together.
Definitely. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Chuck. Thank you. Shonie. Ciao, baby. Okay? And this is one of the better parts of my job. All beautiful women love a camera, and it gives me an opportunity to interview a couple now and then. And this is Sierra. Sierra, what are you doing here at the event, and what do you think of it so far?
Well, what I'm doing is we are hosting 2 booths over there for a Max supplement, and then we are also having a booth for if you need anything, if you forgot something on your trip, like anything from your hairbands to hair clips to socks to anything. So, and then we're also here for promotional for this promotional event and possibly be one of the ring girls, hopefully.
Hopefully, I like that. Well, I forgot my beautiful brunette on this trip, and maybe I can come to the table later and you can help me out with that.
Yes, of course, man.
I like that. I like a positive attitude. There's nothing like a positive attitude. What do you think about mixed martial arts?
I love mixed martial arts, actually. I'm a glitter girl for Premier Cage Fighting, and I'm one of 4, and I'm the ring girl, and I love it. I absolutely been doing it for a year, and this is the first time I've been to the East Coast. I'm absolutely loving it right now, so.
Where are you from?
I am from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Wow, that's nice. So let me ask you, what do you like about MMA, though, the sport itself?
The sport about itself, I just love the competitiveness, the people, the guys that come out there, the cute guys that come out there, and they work their butt off, training for these fights, and they come out here and show their best, and, winners are winners, and losers are losers, and anything can happen, and that's what I like about it. It's spontaneous, and I love it.
So, you said some of the guys are cute. If you have to choose between 2 guys that are fighting, do you lean more towards the cuter guy, or is it, how does it work?
I love a good personality, but of course, yes, the cute guys, you gotta notice them first, so.
She loves a good personality. That's me, baby.
Make me laugh, too.
I could do that. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I got a good one for you. What did the hard-boiled egg say to the boiling water?
What?
I just got laid, now you're trying to make me hard? That was good.
I got one.
You got another one?
Okay, so, it might be a little...
little stage fright.
No, what's the difference between an Italian and a Jehovah's Witness? The Italians. I love Italians. The Italians don't like any witnesses.
That's very true. We don't, especially when we're out on the town. We're here with Alan Goldberg. He's one of the main components of the event here tonight at the Taj Mahal here in Atlantic City. And how many day event is it, Alan?
Well, actually tonight was just a start-off event. We just did put a little Muay Thai in to get people set up in their booths and everything. But tomorrow and Sunday are the big days.
And it's the official title is MMA Expo.
MMASportsNet.com.
MMASportsNet.com. Now, you've been in the business for quite some time, and this is somewhat of an expertise of yours.
Yeah, I'm 48 years in the martial art world. I'm also the publisher of Action Martial Art Magazine. And James and I got together, and I signed on to help him with this thing, try to make it. He's a great guy, James, and it was worthwhile to come aboard and try to help.
Absolutely. Now, how many years have you been doing so far, this particular event?
This event is my first year helping James. I run my event in Atlantic City, January 21st and 22nd at Tropicana.
Right, I wanted to talk to you a little about that. That's a famous event. You've been doing that for quite some time, correct?
It's our 11th year. It's called the Academy Awards of Martial Arts by my magazine. We get celebrities. Last year we had Joe Piscopo singing at the event. This year we have guests coming in. We have so many.
Right here. As a matter of fact, if you want to take a look at it, it's really a who's who of the martial art world and beyond.
Oh yeah,
because
Wesley
you have
Snipes coming in this year too.
Really, Wesley Snipes.
We also have an MMA grappling tournament at the event this year for amateurs, and that'll be something we just added on also. So we expect 5,000-6,000 people there. Our banquets are sold every year with 1,200 people. The largest catered event in Atlantic City.
Wow, so if I ever need a free room, you got to call.
No, I have to even call them to get a free room, believe it or not.
But you must have a lot of pull around here.
Sometimes. When I'm paying the bill, I do.
Well, that's always the case. Whenever you're paying the bill, you better have a lot of pull. Otherwise, heads roll. Yep. So as far as the martial arts world, we've seen some changes. I'm sure we've been following it since the early 90s, the original UFC that came out, and that was probably very interesting to you because of your background. and then now how we've went from there to where we are now. What's your opinion so far as the MMA is concerned?
I look at it a different way than many people. Because I'm in the industry as a publisher, I do not turn my back on anything. But as a traditionalist, I stay a traditionalist. The MMA is great for people that want to do MMA. Just like football and baseball, they're two different games.
Right.
MMA is different than regular martial arts.
That's very true. I think that obviously without regular martial arts, like you say, we wouldn't have MMA.
At the beginning. Now it's changed. You got a lot of guys coming right off the street that want to be an MMA fighter. That's different. Whereas you got a martial artist would come in and he wanted to make it a lifestyle, actually. Come into martial arts, stay 40, 50 years. MMA guys may not want to do that. They may want to come a couple years fighting. Hey, that was fun. That's
a very interesting insight because, martial arts really, and it's as far as its historical essence, is really about a certain type of lifestyle.
Yes, 100%. I actually lived in a temple for 5 years, and it was the best part of my life. I've trained with many different instructors all over the world, but when I lived in that temple with my instructor for 5 years, I couldn't replace that.
Where was that?
That was in New York, actually. He moved from Hong Kong. He set up a temple here. I was the first student he brought in with him, and I stayed there with him, and we had 5 other students, and it was unbelievable.
Alan, a temple in New York doesn't sound so bad.
It wasn't a Jewish temple either, but in Goldberg. But it was a Chinese temple. He set up, came right out of Hong Kong, and it was like it was a different world completely. And to this day, he's down in Georgia now and did the same thing down there.
Wow. Do you think that as far as MMA is concerned, it's something that I've thought about, that you have these guys, they come in and they want to, learn MMA and fight MMA, right? But, what about learning the individual styles first and then maybe applying it?
Let me explain my theory behind it. And as a promoter and what I do in the martial art world, I feel the MMA can hurt martial arts, not the MMA. Because what happens is you get these MMA schools come open up and they get 20 guys join the school. They get beat up after the first week and I'm not doing that anymore, and they leave. Whereas a karate school or a kung fu school, they may come in and see a lifestyle there and say, well, I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. You don't find that with MMA. But I do find a lot of MMA guys that are reverting and coming back to learn traditional styles. And when you speak to guys like Dan Severn or Shonie Carter, some of these other guys, they had certain things in their life that made them who they are now. And it was martial arts.
I agree. I really do agree. That's something that I've always thought about it. With your experience in the arts and also as a publisher, I think that might be an interesting story to get out there to enlighten people that, what, it'll help you, in essence, be a better mixed martial artist anyway, right?
It's got to help you some way. And if you want to spend the time, that's what we talk about. If you don't want to spend the time, just do MMA. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're looking for a deeper attitude, a deeper health reasons and mental reasons and other things that are involved in it, you want to touch the martial arts.
A more profound fulfillment as far as the interior life.
Yes, 100%.
I want to thank you, Alan. It's a very exciting interview. I mean, especially for me personally, because I like to talk about this part of the sport. Yeah, the other end, which is the end that really excites people like you and I. And I wish you all the best. I want to thank you for the time for the interview, Alan, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you.
This is Anthony Biondo with MMA Sports Net. We'll be seeing you soon. Thanks.